Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a whispering forest, lived an old woman. Now this woman was feared by all who knew her name, Mama Nyoka. Some folks said she could talk to snakes, and when she hissed, they slithered away. Others whispered that she could put a curse on you just by looking your way. She lived all alone in a little mud house at the edge of the forest. Her eyes were as cold as the midday sun, and her heart even colder. Now, every year when the rains failed and the crops withered, the villagers blamed Mama Nyoka. They said she drank the rainwater in her tea and hoarded the sunshine in her jars to keep their fields dry. No one dared question her or cross her path, until one dry season when a new family moved into the village. It was a young widow with her 8-year-old daughter named Amina. Amina was a quiet child, but when she got upset, her eyes sparkled like fire. One day, while Mama Nyoka was collecting firewood near the forest, she saw the little girl playing by a river. The moment Amina turned to her, Mama Nyoka felt a shiver run down her spine. The child's eyes seemed to hold a strange, untamed magic. Intrigued and a little frightened, Mama Nyoka decided to get to know the girl. She watched her from afar, hiding behind trees, trying to catch a glimpse of this mysterious child. Soon, Mama Nyoka noticed strange things happening around Amina. Trees bent towards her when she cried. Fireflies gathered around her at night. Little birds landed on her outstretched finger. Even the skittish bush babies followed her when she walked. All this filled Mama Nyoka with dread. For years, she kept the villagers in check with tales of her curses and her supposed control over the elements. But now it seemed someone else was drawing power from the forest, power that was pure and strong and belonged to the spirits of the land itself. One afternoon, as Amina skipped towards the forest, humming a tune, Mama Nyoka stepped into her path. She wore a sly smile, but it didn't reach her cold eyes. "You have something that belongs to me," she said, her voice as sharp as shards. "What do you mean?" Amina asked, her head tilted in confusion. "I don't even know you, but Mama Nyoka knew. Long ago, she had stolen power from the forest spirits to become strong. But she was warned that one day a child would be born who could return balance to the land, who could wield magic purer and stronger than hers. She thought she'd done well to hide her presence all these years, but the spirits had spoken through the animals, through the plants, and now she knew their warning was coming true. This child was the one. That night, Mama Nyoka crept into Amina's house. She carried strange charms and herbs to put a powerful curse on her, to steal her powers before the spirits did. But just as she reached out to cast her spell, Amina's eyes flared up. The air crackled and popped. Fire burned in her palms, not to harm, but to protect. The curse bounced back, catching Mama Nyoka off guard. She screamed, her face twisting in pain and terror. The spirits of the forest came rushing through the window. They were the wind and the light and the whispers in the trees. They swirled around Amina, chanting softly. She is the chosen, the guardian of the forest. Her magic is of the light, her heart of the wild, untamed wilderness. When dawn broke, Mama Nyoka was gone, stripped of her powers and banished from the village. The villagers, once cowed by fear of her magic, now understood the difference between the two. Amina's gift was a blessing, not a curse. She used it to help the villagers. She healed sick animals, found lost children, and even called rain when the crops withered. And so the sparkle in Amina's eyes became a light for the whole village, guiding them through the darkest of nights.